WRRS.
Hello, Intermediate School, and we are here to welcome you to Channel WRRS on May 31st, 2019. I'm Mia.
And I'm Landon. We pride ourselves with bringing you the latest intermediate school news. Let's go to the map outside the office to get the latest update on where homerooms are on the journey across the U.S.
Here we are at the map. Let's see where everyone is. Here in North Carolina, we have Mrs. Flett. In Virginia, we have Miss Smith, Mrs. Iene, Miss Bailey, Miss Hazard, and Mrs. Schwartz, and Miss Rowe. In Delaware, we have Mrs. Thompson and Mrs. Hillman. In Pennsylvania, we have Miss McD and Mr. Jones. In Ohio, we have Mrs. Flights, Mr. Scholes, and Mrs. Wolliver. In New York, we have Mrs. Stark, Mrs. Thompson. In Vermont, we have Miss Canty. In New Hampshire, we have Miss Wall. In New York City, we have Mrs. Ziegenfuss, and Miss Smith seems to be lost in Pennsylvania. It's really important that you get your pink tickets, so great job, Intermediate School.
Thank you for that update. Keep up the good work. We only have a few weeks left.
Don't forget to keep those pink tickets. Start looking for them.
Are they in your desk, your backpacks, at home?
Look for them.
Our next stop is the Statue of Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty is on Liberty Island in New York Harbor in New York.
The copper statue was a gift from the people of France to the people of the United States and designed by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. The framework was built by Gustave Eiffel.
That name sounds familiar. Eiffel Tower.
Yep, he did that too.
The Statue of Liberty is a symbol of freedom. As immigrants came to the U.S. and New York Harbor, the first thing they saw was the Lady Liberty. Just some cool numbers.
The height of her hand is 16 feet 5 inches.
Just the index finger is 8 feet 1 inch.
Her mouth is 3 feet.
There is 60,000 pounds of copper in the statue.
If you go to see the Statue of Liberty, make sure you check out Ellis Island.
Ellis Island is an immigration inspection station in New York Harbor. It was the gateway for over 12 million immigrants to the U.S. between 1892 and 1954.
Let's check out a video about the Statue of Liberty.
Located in New York Harbor, the Statue of Liberty is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. But what is it doing there, and where did it come from? Officially called Liberty Enlightening the World, the Statue of Liberty was a gift to America from the French in 1886 as a representation of international friendship. But its story really began more than 20 years earlier in 1865, when Frenchman Edouard de la Boulaye proposed that France should create a monument for the United States. It would be a long time before La Boulay's dream was realized. It wasn't until 10 years later that the sculptor Auguste Bartholdi was commissioned to design the statue. The American people agreed to pay for the pedestal for the statue to stand on, while the French people would fund the Statue of Liberty itself. But raising enough money was difficult. The statue was completed in France in 1884, almost 10 years after it was commissioned, but the pedestal wasn't finished for another 2 years in April of 1886. The statue was transported in 350 individual pieces, which were packed in 214 separate crates. Once the pedestal was completed, it took 4 months to reassemble the statue. Finally, on October 28, 1886, President Grover Cleveland dedicated the Statue of Liberty, an event celebrated by bands, parades, speeches, and fireworks. The Statue of Liberty quickly became a famous landmark. For many immigrants who came to the United States through New York, it was their first sight of their new country. For others, it symbolized the idea of freedom that America was built on. The statue depicts a woman in a robe, representing Libertas, the Roman goddess of liberty. She has a crown on her head with 7 points, said to represent the 7 seas or the 7 continents of the earth. She is holding a stone tablet in one hand, which reads July 4th, 1776 in Roman numerals, honoring the date of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. In her other hand, she holds high a flaming torch covered in gold leaf. The Statue of Liberty itself is covered in a layer of copper less than 2 pennies thick. Originally, the statue was the same bright copper color as a new penny, but after less than 20 years of standing out in the sun and the rain, the copper began to oxidize, turning her the green color we recognize today. The statue weighs 450,000 pounds, or 225 tons, and stands over 151 feet or 46 meters high, not including the pedestal she stands on. With the pedestal, from the ground to the tip of the torch, the Statue of Liberty stands as tall as a 22-story building. About 4 million people visit the Statue of Liberty every year. Those who go inside it can see a poem by Emma Lazarus, written to help raise money for the construction of the pedestal. It reads in part, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, the tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door." Now nearly 130 years old, the Statue of Liberty has long been a symbol of hope and welcome to people seeking freedom and a new life in America, as well as a symbol of the friendship between France and the United States. It is now also a World Heritage Site, which means that it is considered so special and important that it should be protected and preserved for people all around the world to enjoy.
Don't forget to look up more information on the Lady Liberty and Ellis Island on your Chromebooks or check out the library.
Mrs. Welter wants you to know that she was up by the head of the Statue of Liberty when the fire alarm went off. The island had to be evacuated.
Next week we go to Albany, New York. Why would we stop there? Guess we will find out next week. The class of 2019 came to our school last week.
They marched through the halls in their caps and gowns.
Just think, in a few years, that will be us.
Let's work hard so when we look back on our school career, we can be proud.
This brings us to an end of our broadcast this morning.
Don't forget to show respect for our school, our classmates, family, and community. Be responsible and remember to be safe.
We are respectful.
We are responsible.
We are safe. We are Rad Raider Strong.